Hey everyone. So when you're learning Japanese, you spend a lot of time on what you do. But saying what you don't do? That's just as important for sounding natural. And that's where the nai form comes in. We're going to break it all down into 3 really simple rules. So just think for a second about your daily routine. What do you do every single day, right? Maybe you drink coffee, you read a book, you go to work. All of those actions are verbs.
But what about all the things you don't do? Maybe you don't eat breakfast, or you don't watch TV. Being able to say that is a huge part of everyday conversation, and it all comes down to mastering one simple thing, the nai form.
All right, let's dive in. We're going to break this into 3 super simple rules. First up, we've got the easiest group, the Ru-verbs. Think of these as a nice, easy warm-up. They're going to build your confidence right away.
Okay, the rule for Ru-verbs? It could not be easier. Seriously, you just find the ru at the end of the verb, chop it off, and then you stick nai right where it was. That is the whole trick.
Let's try it out with a really common one, taberu, which means to eat. So, first step, we take off that final ru. That just leaves us with tabe. Then, for step 2, we just add nai, and you get tabenai, do not eat. See, it's a really simple 2-step.
And the best part is, this pattern works for every single Ru-verb, no exceptions. So, for example, miru, to see, becomes minai, do not see. Once you learn how to spot a Ru-verb, you've basically already mastered its negative form.
Okay, let's move on to our second group, the U-verbs. Now these are a little different because they don't have that convenient ru at the end for us to just drop. But don't worry, they follow a different rule that's just as consistent. It's all about one little sound change.
So here's the rule. You take the very last syllable of the verb, which is always going to have an u sound, and you just change it to its matching syllable with an a sound. Then you just add nai to the end.
Let's look at how that actually works. So if a verb ends in ku, like kaku, that u sound changes to an a sound, making it ka. So you get kakanai. A mu sound becomes ma. Now, there's one special one you got to watch out for. Verbs that end with the single character u, like in au, in that case, the u sound changes to a wa sound, so you get awanai. All right, we have covered the 2 main rules that literally apply to hundreds of verbs. Now it's time for the final category, the irregulars. The good news, there are only a couple, but they are super common. So these are the ones you just have to memorize.
And here it is, the entire list of irregular verbs you need to know. The verb to do, which is suru, becomes shinai. The verb to come, kuru, becomes konai. And then there's a special exception, the verb for existence, aru, which just becomes nai. That's it. You memorize these 3, and you have officially covered all the exceptions in the language.
Okay, so we've got the rules down. Now let's see how they actually look in real sentences. This is where it's all going to click together.
So here's our Ru-verb, taberu, in action. It becomes tabenai, giving us, today I will not eat vegetables. See how perfectly that just fits right in?
Next up, let's look at a U-verb, au, to meet. We just follow our sound change rule, that u becomes wa, and we create awanai. The whole sentence, on Sunday I will not meet my friend. Nichiyoubi tomodachi ni awanai.
And here is one of our irregulars, kuru. It changes to its special form, konai. Tomorrow I will not come to school. You're going to find yourself using this one all the time.
And finally, that really important exception, aru. To say I have no money, you get okane ga nai, okane ga nai. This is probably one of the most common ways you're going to hear the nai form used in daily life. And that is it. We have covered all the rules. Let's just do a really quick recap of the key takeaways so you can start using this stuff right now.
So it really all boils down to these 3 simple ideas. For Ru-verbs, you drop the ru and add nai. For U-verbs, you change that final u vowel sound to an a sound and then add nai. And finally, just memorize those 3 special irregulars. That's the entire system.
So, let's put your new skills to the test right now. Using the rules we just covered, how would you answer this? What will you not do tomorrow? Give it a try. Thanks so much for watching.